guys, welcome back to Business English with Bahaa. Part 3, involving in a meeting. After the meeting was opened with welcoming participants as well as introducing them, it is time to get involved. For every meeting, there must be an agenda. What's an agenda? Well, an agenda is a list of items to be discussed in a business meeting, dealing with recent developments. For example, Reboir, can you tell us how the is progressing? Rawaz, how is the coming along? How is the sales coming along? How is the project coming along? Diyar, have you completed the report on the task on the? Has everyone received a copy of? Now, asking for opinions and feedbacks. For example, I'd like to get your feedback on. Please share your thoughts. Does anyone have any question, any comment, any add-up? Making suggestions. Using have to, need to, must indicate obligations. For example, we have to be in contact with our customers. The sales rate is poor. We need to analyze our data every week. We must find a quick solution. Our target is getting down. You can also use negative suggestions. We shouldn't rush in this project. We have to check it carefully. We don't need to postpone the payment. We have cash in our bank. Agreeing with suggestions. If you are agree with suggestions in a meeting, here are some good phrases for you. For example, I agree with Mr. Soran. That sounds good. Let's go with this idea. I am with Mr. Haukar on this point. Disagreeing with suggestions. Sometimes you don't agree with suggestions and ideas, and that's fine. The best and polite way is to say, for example, to be honest, I'm not sure about this idea. Good suggestion, but I feel there are a few problems in this. I see your point, but, however, and then explain your point of view here. I see your point, but don't you think that focusing on the meeting? In some cases, the participants go off the topic and they will go outside the meeting objective. So, to save time and to get the meeting back into the main goal, you can use phrases like, sorry, that's outside the scope of this meeting. Can we discuss this later? Can we put this issue for the next meeting? I'm sorry, but we're getting away from today's agenda. Asking questions. Sometimes the chair will ask to keep the questions until the end of the meeting, but there are also meetings where you can ask your questions at any time. Good phrases for asking questions in a business meeting should begin with sorry and excuse me, and that's to get their attention to you in a polite way. For example, sorry, I have a question. Why is, what are, how many, does this mean, or how do you? Sorry for interruption, but I have a question. Excuse me, can I ask a question? Asking for clarification. If there's something in the meeting you don't understand, it's okay if you want them to explain it more for you and make it clear. You can use these phrases for clarification. For example, I didn't understand. Can you elaborate on? Elaborate. Elaborate is a good word in the business meetings. It means say more about this or explain it more so as to be clear. Can you clarify? Clarify means to make something clear. It's also important to use sorry and excuse me before these phrases to show more politeness. Making promises. Here, if you decide to do some task for the future, use will. I will contact the customers tomorrow. I will check this issue with the staff next week. Making offer. For making an offer, use these expressions. I can, I'm going to, I'm planning to, I could, shall I, refuse politely. Sometimes in a business meeting, you will be asked to do something but you can't do. That's totally fine. Use phrases like, for example, I'm afraid I can't. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can. Unfortunately, I won't be able to. So this is the end of part 3 involving in a business meeting. In the next video, we hopefully try to talk about the last part, part 4, closing a business meeting. Good luck and see you then.